Hello everybody, my name is Luke and I'm finally back with some more Pokemon Showdown, and this time, because the whole XY hype has kind of died down, it's just generally OU Horish team. Well, I'm talking maybe Gen 4 OU Horish with a few Gen 5s mixed in. You know how it's based around the Suicune and all that. So I figured I'd give it a blast, and the first battle I used we actually went really well, and I thought I'd upload it for you guys to see, just how it went, because I quite enjoyed it, and I'm still sort of learning and adapting to being a bit more open to these sort of Pokemon, because I never really liked using them. I don't know. I just thought I was always that guy that would try and use the underrated Pokemon like Kricketune, which actually isn't too bad of a Pokemon. So just a brief explanation as to why I've not uploaded anything over Christmas and New Year's. Well, I've been busy. Who hasn't been busy over the Christmas and New Year's? I've just simply been working a shit ton and celebrating. So yeah, I'm gonna get back into this. The narration may be a little rusty, but let's just do it anyway. So he's gonna lead off with Bishop. I'm at the other side. I'm gonna lead off with my Infernape. I predict him to switch out, so I go for the U-turn to try and get the switch advantage. But turns out it doesn't matter. He wants to stay in and he's going to substitute. So I'm in my Scrafter now. I figured I don't want to let this guy have a substitute, so I'll go for the Drain Punch. That's going to knock out his sub because it is 4 times effective. Now, I figured after this Swords Dance, he's going to do something hard and just, wreck my team, maybe a knockoff. But no, he goes for the Sucker Punch and just lets his Bishop die, and I'm, Drain Punching back up all that health. And I get my Moxie boost now, but it doesn't really matter because he goes into a Azumarill. Now I figured, I'll go into Celebi. Celebi will be able to take a play rough, except the fact that it does 50%, which means that was probably a choice banded Azumarill. Now Azumarill has become a really big threat ever since it turned to the Water Fairy type. I predict the switch. I go for the Toxic. Something on this team is going to get Toxic, and I'm going to switch out into my special defensive wall Suicune. The Suicune can take whatever this thing's got. It decides to go for the Will-O-Wisps. I don't mind being burned because I'm the Rest Talk set. The really annoying one that'll probably end up pressure stalling you. So I start going for Calm Minds, and he's just going to knock on my leftovers. Again, that's not too big of a deal. I'm not too fussed about that going. I'm going to go for a second Calm Mind, but he just goes for the Haze, which I didn't actually quite expect, although I didn't do too much Gem 5 against a Pythagoras, so I didn't really know what to expect, but it's no really big deal. So Suicune doesn't really do too much this battle. But I go for the Scald, try and get a bit more damage so the Toxic can wear him down. And here I'm just going to rest up, back up to full HP, as the Toxic's going to wipe him out. So I'm in a really good position here. I'm 6-4 up, and it's looking promising for mine. I do have my Suicune who's asleep. He goes into the Mien Shout. I figured I could take one hit at least. He gets the high jump kick, he doesn't miss, and I go for the Sleep Talk, which unfortunately gets me the Calm Mind when I could have really done with the Scald. But it's not too much, so I figured I'd switch out into Celebi, and he'd be able to take a high jump kick. Only, I figured that this thing does carry U-turn, so I am, GG noob, get good, and I lose my Celebi. So he brings one back, and he switches out into his Azumarill, so he's got switch advantage, and I'm going to go to Jolteon. I figured I could take an Aqua Jet easier, despite it being choice banded. I'm going to go for the Choice Spect Thunderbolt, which leaves me in, again, a really good position now. Out of the Pokemon he's got left on his team, I'm not too sure about what this Arcanine can do, so I'm going to switch into Suicune, Death Fodder it off. And he's a physical variant, so he's got the close combat and his defense is all lowered. So I figured I'd sack off Suicune and, get the switch advantage on this Arcanine. So I go into my Infernape. I figured, I should have really gone for the U-turn because the switch was really obvious, but I go for the safe close combat because I didn't want anything to really, go wrong. I am a mixed Infernape on this one. The only special move I do carry though is the Fire Blast. Obviously it's not going to play too much of a part in this. Now here we go to the MVP of the match, Scrafter. He gets paralyzed, but I figured now is the prime time to start sending up these Dragon Dances that I've got as he starts to Calm Mind. So I set up his second Dragon Dance as he goes for a Scald. He's not going to get the burn because I am paralyzed, and I'm not getting pretty lucky with this Power Hacks. It's not affecting me too much. I go for the Knockoff, and since Knockoff now is buffed to shit, it's gonna Oko easy. And now there's my Moxie boost. He goes into his Mian Shao, which unfortunately, you know, he's faster, and at this amount of HP, he's gonna take me out easy. If I went for the Parahax though, I probably could have ended up sweeping his team with the Scrafty. I go into the Infernape, the Stone Age mission the first time, and I managed to take a Wild Charge, which is, you know, quite surprising because it's a Life Orb. I mean, although if you think about it, it's not too bad because it's not stabbed. But anyway, I take it out with the Stone Age, and I'm just going to sack off the Infernape again because this is a choice Scarf Infernape. Stone Age doesn't really do too much at all. I just end up switching out into my Metagross to finish the game. And as he goes for the high jump kick, it's not going to take me out. I'm going to go for the Zen Headbutt, and that's going to be GG, guys. So I hope you all have enjoyed this battle. It's been a nice comeback. It's a pretty easy narration in terms of getting back into the whole YouTube business just after the Christmas break. And I hope you all have a really good day, and I'll see you all later. I'm out. Peace.